Hi everyone, I'm Christian here at Crypto Ripto, and today we're going to do the rundown of Elon Musk tweet that is the Dogefather. We're going to go through Bitcoin and is it in limbo, is it going to pump, is it going to dump, and where we see Bitcoin going over the next week or so, and Ethereum. People that are in Ethereum now must have a smile on their faces because Ethereum seems to be going a bit euphoric and is on the pump. So without that further ado, let's crack into it. Hey, so let's start with Elon Musk tweet that he is the Dogefather. Now, anything, as you know, anything that Elon Musk tweets seems to have a massive knock-on effect to whatever it is he's tweeting about, be it Bitcoin, be it Dogecoin, be it him going to Mars, to the moon, be it him scratch his arse, whatever it is, it seems to have a massive impact and sends a trend sort of flying. So what is it he's done this time? Well, he claims to be the Dogefather. So is this a ploy of him just wanting to get a bit out on Twitter, or is it him trying to pump Dogecoin? Because obviously, as we know, he's one of the major holders in Dogecoin, and also, as he's proclaimed himself, has brought a lot for his son. Now, we've seen the news, we've seen breaking news from The Independent, Yahoo Finance, all these news people to say Dogecoin's gone skyrocketing. Well, that's not exactly true. It did have a rise of a 13 or 14%, but so have a lot of the other altcoins today that I'm watching that seem to be sort of recovering and trying to get a bit of a green sort of day back from when we had that bad crash back at the weekend. So what are your thoughts on this? I'm going to go through Elon Musk's tweet now. I'm going to go through the chart and sort of like on CoinGecko of what Dogecoin's done, and then you can make up your own mind of whether this has skyrocketed, whether it has just caused it to do a little bit of a pump. My opinion is it's just done a little bit of a pump, but that doesn't sell news, does it? But why I want to cover this is I don't want my audience, I don't want people that follow me, I don't want people that are sort of in my community to FOMO in to sort of this dodgy news that makes out like everyone needs to jump on the Dogecoin train because it's fueled up and it's off to the moon on one of Elon Musk's dodgy rockets. So let's have a look, and we'll jump straight into the tweet, and here it is. All he's put is he's the Dogefather, and that SNN May the 8th. Well, I mean, you can sort of take from that what you like. I mean, some people are tweeting that they've made so much money on the back of it, blah blah, whatever it is. I personally think it's just a marketing ploy to shield a coin, because as we know, Dogecoin was getting a bit of a bad rep at the moment, saying it's dumping, it's getting a bit of a rug pull, etc etc. We're going to go into sort of Dogecoin's analytics now a little bit. You see, over the last 7 days, it's down. After the last 14 days, it's still pretty relatively up. But if you have a look at when the news hit here, it did have a bit of a surge. But now, obviously, as people do, it surges, they buy into it, and it starts to dump again because people are just really in Dogecoin to make money. Now, Elon Musk, in my opinion, is helping them do that. So, do you hold this coin in hope that another tweet comes out, that another bit of FOMO, a bit of FUD comes out and it skyrockets? Because there's no actual tangibility to this coin. I mean, if you have a look at it, what it was doing today, it was absolutely poor, pants poor. It was just chugging along. Obviously not doing anything for people that hold it, not doing anything for Elon Musk. So let's use our brains a second. Let's pretend we're smart and we want to get ahead of the market. If you held a coin and you was in a position to manipulate a market, and your coin's doing nothing, you know, you're not making money off it, it looks like it's dead on its arse, what would you do? You tweet, and boom, there you go, I've just took some money off the suckers. So I mean, it did have a good bit of a pump, but obviously what happens is, as soon as it finished pumping, it starts dumping because people want to make money off this coin. Now, it did get it shifting, so the reason we wanted to cover this, because obviously A, it's big in the news, and B, like I said, we don't want people on this channel, we don't want people that follow me or follow what it is we do to sort of FOMO into coins, get wrecked and lose their money. So I just wanted to cover it a little bit about Elon's tweet, a quick rundown is I wouldn't FOMO into this coin. It has been sort of like pumped up and euphoria'd in, because as you can see from the technicals, it wasn't doing anything. So if you disagree and you think that Dogecoin has its own merits and it's not nothing to do with Elon Musk's tweet or shilling the coin, and you think that it is a good solid base, leave a comment below, send a question, you know, ask me what it is you want to ask, or tell me what it is you think different about that. But in my opinion, I think this was just a ploy to obviously give the coin a bit of a push. Now, so this is why I won't want anyone FOMOing into this coin. I mean, if you believe in Dogecoin and you think it has a lot of stability and a lot of fundamentals, then by all means go in there. But I don't think you're going to make money after the news is in, because obviously, you know what I mean, you buy the rumor, you sell the news. So if we knew in advance Elon Musk was going to tweet, yeah, I'd be buying into it myself, but we don't. So we don't want to FOMO in after the news is sort of shot. So remember that. Obviously, no FOMOing in. Let's not get wrecked. We sort of buy the rumour and we sell the news. So the news is gone. The dumps come. So let's not FOMO into it. So with that said, let's move on to something that we do see as a more tangible coin that has a lot more legs into it. And that is Bitcoin. Now, what it is we think is happening with Bitcoin now is it's in limbo. I mean, for me, it's not really doing a great deal. I mean, we can go into the charts and see what it is we think Bitcoin's sort of doing, but I mean, it's poor. Do you know? It had a little bit of a pump. It got rejected, and then it had a bit of a dump. You know, we're coming on the 1 hour here, so I mean, look at this. It's not really breaking out. It has these little dumps, and then it tries. It's sort of going sideways. It's in limbo. It's down from obviously the all-time highs that it had way back. So if we have a look here, it's just been really on a downtrend since it hit that high. So it had the high here, then it was lower high, low, low, and that's really a downtrend. So traders are not looking at this coin to say, oh, is Bitcoin's ready to pop, Bitcoin's ready to start up again. It keeps getting rejected around these kind of marks here. So it tried to do a pump. If we zoom in a little bit here, on this pump it tried here, got rejected a little bit. It's tried again, it's got rejected, gone sideways. It keeps trying to get above up to this 56,000, which in my opinion is sort of like a key buy area for some of the people in the trading market. They see it as if it breaks above the 56,000 mark, it could go up. But what we tend to see, and if you have a look here, we're on the 28th now, and 2 days ago it went all the way down to 46, which to me was the bottom. You know, so that is the bottom, and now it had this pump, and now it's going to sit in this channel. How long for? Well, I can see it sitting in this channel for a couple of days. I mean, do we think Bitcoin's going to have a massive rally for the rest of this month? We've only got a few days left. No. Do we think in May it's going to do something great? I can't see it doing anything massively great. I can't see it breaking its all-time high, if I'm honest. I just think it's in limbo, which, in my opinion, if Bitcoin stays here, it's going to be good for our altcoins, because that means if Bitcoin's boring, people then tend to pump their money and pay their attention to the altcoins, and we know how that works. They look at, obviously, in CoinGecko, they look at the top coins, and the money starts flowing into here, as we can already see with Ethereum. Now we're going to get onto Ethereum next, but you can see obviously the money trickling down. Binance coin still holding strong. It had sort of like a little bit of a pullback, but I can see this coin going quite high. So yeah, with Bitcoin being in limbo, I think that's causing Ethereum to pump. Now Ethereum cannot pump too long without Bitcoin. It can get to a certain level, and then inevitably it will start lining up with Bitcoin again, in my opinion. So if Bitcoin starts dropping, Ethereum start dropping. So there won't be a complete breakaway, which will bring us on nicely to Ethereum pumping. So as we know, Ethereum's had this kind of sort of monumental kind of pump on its own. We've seen some major, like 2 weeks, 1 week, last 24 hours, everything is green, which we love to see from Ethereum, because anyone that's sort of like hodling crypto a long time would have part of their portfolio, well, we would hope have part of their portfolio in ETH or BTC. I know I certainly do, so it is a good scenario there. Now, if we have a look at ETH over the last 7 days, it's been pretty much since the 25th of April on an uptrend, which we're now for the last 3 days since we had that sort of like, I don't know what you call it. I'd definitely call it a bit of a crash, because it's probably one of the worst altcoin crashes we've had this year, as own, so to speak. We had that one that sort of like beginning of March where everything sort of fell out its arse, but I think this one was a bit worse in terms of altcoins. But since then, Ethereum's been pumping, which we like to see. So I think if Ethereum is a strong investment at the moment, but like I said, it cannot sort of, you know, go too long without following Bitcoin's trend. I mean, if we have a look here, this chart's great if you're trading, as I trade on Bybit. I mean, look at these dumps and these little mini pumps and dumps. I mean, if you can follow some of these, which we definitely did, obviously at this line here, you see where we've put this line in, we was praying for it to hit that so we could shoot back up, and it's not looked back since. But, you know, like I said, it won't be long before it starts falling in line with Bitcoin, and Ethereum can only get to a certain stage before it moves into, I think they're doing a situation where you can't mine anymore ETH on the current platform. They're doing sort of like an ice age kind of freeze kind of thing where you can't mine anymore, so that will obviously have an effect on Ethereum's price. So let's round all this up quickly, because obviously you want to know what's going on with today's rundown with the Elon tweet, the Bitcoin limbo and the ETH pumping, where that leaves you guys. Obviously you watch this video not for me to show you what you can find out yourself, it's for me to tell you what you probably don't already know or don't have the time to find out. So what is it I think is going to happen? Well, I think with the Elon tweet, definitely don't FOMO into anything. Don't see it as, oh, Elon's tweeted to Dogecoin now is going to go on this massive rally. All it's done is made the people that are either already in it or got in it bang at the beginning a bit of money for it to dump again, because inevitably they're not in this coin for the long run. They're in this coin just to make money. So it's definitely kind of a pump and dump coin, in my opinion. So that's why I've never sort of got into it. I mean, I do a lot of scalp trading on coins, because there's part of my portfolio that I like to just have a stable investment, and as obviously I want to make money like you people do. So there's a small investment that I pump into coins just to literally scalp trade. I look at the chart, I see it bottomed out, I put in a load of money, wait for it to pump, and then I dump, because that's how you make money. And that's how these smart money people, I mean, I've been and sort of an FX trader and an investor for the last 10 years. Crypto, I'm pretty new in the last 2.5 to 3 years, but I'm starting to see the major trends in crypto now, the same as I've seen in all the other markets, the commodity markets, the FX markets. When you bring smart money into this, they want to manipulate it to sort of take the money from the retail people, from the weak hands, because that's how it's easier to outplay them than it is to outplay people that are sort of in your top 10% of a trading level. So that's what's happened. So that's why you need to sort of follow people that are wise to that, not that just want to sell you a dream. I could come on here and give you, oh, Bitcoin, the next millionaire, and that would get me views, that would get me subscribers, but that would me be cheating, I think, my audience, because it'd be telling you a false story of what actually happens in markets and what really drives people to make money. And I know I can read you the news, I can give you my opinion, but all that shit is out there for you to look at yourself. What I think people don't know is the last 10 years of experience. What people don't know that are noobs into this is, why do all these dumps keep happening? Why do all these pumps keep happening? You'll see all this FUD and crap on there that it's just down to a tax reason, or it's down to South Korea trying to eradicate the exchanges. But I think all that's a load of waffle. I mean, a little bit of it will be to do with that, and it'll put fear in people. But inevitably, what make market trend is the people with the majority of the play in the market are the ones that can manipulate the market. So you have to be as smart as them, or if not, and if we can, be one step ahead of them by predicting what they're going to do. If they're going to pump something, it's inevitable that they're going to try and dump it to make more money. Otherwise, how do these smart people make money? How do they? Nothing goes straight up in a line, does it? Nothing just goes straight up. Otherwise, there'll be no money to be made. It'd be the most boring kind of chart in the world, because everyone would be in that chart. Everyone would be sort of trying to make the same money, and no one would be selling. So no one would make money, because obviously to make money you have to buy and sell. So if no one's selling and everything it's just going up because people are buying, inevitably your money's just going to be locked in there. So yeah, don't find me into the Elon Musk tweet. I'll be pumping out a bit more information, a bit more regular now on Bitcoin, because I think Bitcoin's boring at the moment. Now, I know Bitcoin gets the views, Bitcoin gets me subscribers, but it doesn't get me morals. Now, I feel it's important for me to tell you the real issues that are going on with Bitcoin, why it's been boring, when I think it's going to rise, when I think it's going to dump, how I think it's performing to... I listen to other people in the market. I listen to respected traders. I listen to respected investors, and I sort of try and determine them. I'll give you the information and feedback yourself. Then obviously you do you, I do me, and you can see if that's valuable. But at the end of the day, we all want to make money. We all want to pay these bills. We all don't want to be doing that boring 9 till 5. You don't want to see me just riding in my nice car, in my nice apartment, doing all this crap that I live outside of crypto, because it doesn't service you to do anything, does it? What we need to do is stick to facts, stick to reality, and let's all try and make some half decent gains and half decent money, and not get robbed by the big institutions and the smart money that, let's face it, do not need it as much as us. I don't care what anyone says, they do not need it as much as us. They don't need it as much as a noob is into crypto. They don't definitely need it as much as the people trying to invest their hard-earned cash into this just to make a little bit extra to support their families and our side. These people, these whales that can invest into this, already have a shed load of cash. They already have swag bags. Now, I'm not saying they don't deserve it, because they've worked hard, trained hard, and been smart enough to get it. So I definitely think they deserve it, but I don't think they need it as much, in my opinion. And it's my opinion only. I mean, none of this financial advice. This is just opinions. But leave me a like. Leave me a comment if you agree. I want to try and keep these videos as much factual as I can. I don't want to just show you a chart saying, look at the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price is here. If it breaks out of this, it goes up, you're going to make money. If it breaks down here and it shoots down, you're going to not make money on Bitcoin, because we all know that. It's fucking stating the obvious, right? If it goes up, you make money. If it goes down, unless you're trading and shorting it, you're losing money in your Bitcoin. I don't want to teach you the obvious. I want to show you what's going on out there. I want to bring to you a bit of the reality, because I don't care what any of us says. And I know some of the YouTubers watch the videos or look at this, and they might be beggars to belief of what goes on. But crypto is a new world, right? In the last year, since all this smart money comes in, crypto is a new world. It is being traded different, it is being invested different, and it's being manipulated different. As we can see, why a lot of people are getting wrecked. A lot of people are saying, oh, Bitcoin's not doing this. I mean, there's loads of tweets out there to say, I mean, I could show you, I can put some links in and show you some of the other proper investors that agree with me, saying Bitcoin's being manipulated by the whales, but we don't care. As long as Bitcoin's got enough legs and the bull run's still here, which I tend to think it is, and we can still make money out of this. We've just got to be a bit smarter. So by being a bit smarter, I know I've rambled on and I apologise, but obviously I want to get this personal message across because I definitely want people to make money. I definitely want underdogs. I thrive off underdogs making money. So I don't want people to FOMO into Elon Musk's tweet. We want to see what Bitcoin's doing in limbo. We want to enjoy the Ethereum pump. I definitely know it's great for trading. It's made me hundreds of dollars a day, and hopefully it makes you hundreds of dollars a day. But if not, just holding it is beautiful. So when we feel like it gets to that ice age and it's going to sort of bottom off a bit, we can sell a little bit, wait for it, we can scalp it, which I will also be putting on a video, retrace it a little bit, pump it into a coin that's not done as much. This is what I'm going to do. You know, you do you, I do me. Put it into a coin that's not pumped as much. Maybe that coin's going to do then another. We only want it to do a 1x. We're not, obviously long term, these coins are going to do the 5, 10s up to hopefully the 100x's. But let's be realistic. Sometimes we just want coins to do a quick 1x in the space of like 2 days to 4 days to 5 days to 6 days, just so we then can have 100% of our investment in that coin for free and pull out 100% of our investment, because obviously it's doubled, to play and fight with another coin. This is how you make money, in my opinion, in crypto. So I'm going to do a whole video on that, about the scalping, about how to get in, how to get out, what I look to do, how I take 30,000 and turn it into 100,000, and so on and so on. So yeah, Elon Musk tweet, FOMO, FUD. I think that ship has sailed. Bitcoin's in limbo. We'll see how it goes. And Ethereum is pumping. So let's enjoy it a little bit and see where if it tops out at 2,700 and gets rejected. So I know it's a bit of a long video, everyone. Thank you and appreciate everyone that sort of stayed to the end. I do have a passion to give you the news as I see it and the information as I get it, so we can all sort of make some gains, make some money. And by the time we get to December, we're all going to be thinking we're having a great Christmas because we had a roller coaster of a ride through our crypto bull year. But we'll look back at this and we'll laugh and we'll all be singing and joying and maybe eating a mince pie together if you're in England, London. So anyway, have a great evening, everyone. Morning, afternoon, wherever it is you are watching this. And until the next video.